Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a 1 month update about little baby Oliver. Say hello. A 1 month update about little baby Oliver. And what's changed for me in this past month in terms of my body and how much a body can change after having a baby. It's so crazy to me because I was literally like a big watermelon person a month ago, and I've lost, not even like lost weight, because like you lose weight when you like have the baby, but I feel so much different and I'm so like amazed by how much changes in such a short period of time. How are you feeling, mister? Alright, so I'm going to start with Oliver and what's changed for him this month. So we had his 1 month update appointment I think 2 days ago, and they weighed him and he weighs 10 pounds 8 ounces now. In comparison, when he was born he was 8 pounds 1 ounce. So he's been gaining a good amount of weight. They're happy with his weight gain. Average, like they're not worried about it at all. Was that a burp? Yeah. They're not worried about it at all, so that's good. He's doing good. He's perfect. So everything's good in the weight department. I'm very happy for him. And he holds his head up very well. Surprisingly well. We do quite a bit of tummy time, but we never, just because I'm still like too nervous to just like leave him by himself. Not leave him by himself even if we're watching him, but like having him in the crib, like trying to do tummy time just makes me like a little bit nervous. So the only time that he'll do tummy time by himself like that with us like supervising is if he's laying down and he rolls himself over, which he does do. Normally he rolls himself, like if he's laying in the bed with me and Abdullah, we'll lay him down in the middle when we're watching a movie, and he'll like roll to me usually, and then he is asking for a little snuggle, and he always gets his snuggle when we're watching our movies. That's probably my favorite thing to do with, like, not to do with him, but to do like as a family, is we'll all like sit in the bed together and we'll watch the movie, and it's honestly just like so pleasant. It's not like you can do much with a newborn, so cuddling him and watching, I don't know, the most recent movie we watched was Hotel Transylvania, but it's just so nice. It's good family moments to be doing that. Highly recommend if you have time. Just watch a movie with your baby. They don't know what's happening, but I swear they enjoy it. He normally just falls asleep, but I know he enjoys just being with me and Abdullah and being close to us. Right? You like being close to mommy and daddy? I'm hoping he falls asleep soon, not gonna lie. He's due for a little bit of a nap. A napperoonie. Yeah. Also for him, pretty much just eats and eats and eats and eats all the time, constantly, just eating. It's his favorite thing to do. Literally every couple hours he'll cry for food. And you know, he gets it, obviously. Yeah. Oliver also makes a little smiley face, and it is so adorable. Since about like 1 week or so he's been smiling at us, but he's not like actually smiling. I remember talking about in like my child development class that babies don't smile because they're happy. It's just like kind of like a muscle reflex. I don't remember if it's 3 months or 6 months, but at that age is when their smiles actually mean like they're feeling like experiencing joy. So right now he's not quite there yet. He's not old enough for that yet. And as of last week, he's become a lot more alert. And I don't know if that's because I wasn't around as much last week, so he was just like not sleeping as much. He was just more awake. But I had a fever, so I wasn't spending a lot of time with him because I was like 40 degrees for like 3 days. My fever was just really, really bad. So I wasn't spending a lot of time with him because I was really warm. He was getting like upset being near me, and I couldn't breastfeed him during that time because my milk was like too warm. He like wasn't drinking it, so I was pumping, and then letting that like cool to like room temperature, and then he was drinking his milk. So I couldn't even really feed him. He was with my mom for those couple days. Yeah, being sick, super unpleasant. What it ended up being was mastitis, something like that. So I had a breast infection. Yeah, so basically a lump of milk formed in my breast, and it was just like a clog, like it was stuck and it was causing an infection. So I had a really bad fever, and I couldn't really get any milk out of that breast. I started making like half as much milk from that breast as I was beforehand, so there was less milk for him. But what the initial problem was, like what caused the infection, was I had too much milk, so I had to like pump a lot. So I was pumping a lot and feeding him to like just like get all of the milk out. And then over Thanksgiving weekend, I was trying to like lessen my milk production, like my supply. So I just stopped pumping, hoping like, oh, if I don't pump, then I'm not gonna make as much milk. But the milk just got clogged and I gave myself an infection. So I am not the brightest bulb. Don't do what I did. If you're making too much milk, my midwife recommended putting cabbage into your bra, like cutting a cabbage in half and like putting a leaf into your bra until it's like wilted, and then just switching the leaves out. That apparently helps if you're making too much milk. Or I believe she recommended having sage. I didn't try sage just because I'm nervous to try sage, but honestly, after having my infection, I'm making a lot less milk, so I am not doing anything to like affect my production right now, just because it's gone down so much. So I still want to have enough to feed him, obviously. So yeah, I feel like that's important to mention. The breast infection absolutely sucked. Oh, it was terrible. Literally the worst ever. The worst feeling ever was that fever and just terrible, terrible chills. So happy I'm on antibiotics now. Oh my god, I love modern medicine. So let's talk about my weight now. Right before I had him, when I was the most pregnant that I was at that point, like 40 weeks, I don't know exactly how much I was. I'm just kind of estimating because I don't weigh myself super frequently. But I weighed about 160 pounds. Last time I checked while I was pregnant, I was about 160 pounds. In comparison to my pre-pregnancy weight, I was always around 125, 130. So throughout my pregnancy, I gained 30 pounds. And since then, in the past month after having him, he was about 10 pounds because he was 8 pounds as soon as he was born. I lost 8 pounds, and then the placenta and your water weight and everything goes down. I've lost about 20 pounds. He was roughly 10 pounds of that, so I've lost, let's say, 10 pounds just myself. I've lost 10 pounds and then 10 pounds from having him. So I'm only 10 pounds more now than I was pre-pregnancy. Does that make sense? So I was about 130 pounds before I had him, and I'm about 140 now. But I was 160 while I was pregnant. Does that make sense? And this is what my body looked like one day after having him. We had the baby a little more than a day now. We're still at the hospital in my little hospital panties. Little photo of what I look like while I was 9 months pregnant, and then you can see how much it's gone down. I feel like a significant amount. I feel like I look about like 6-ish months pregnant still, but I feel much smaller. Yeah, this is realistic about what your body will look like right after giving birth. And this is what my body looks like now, 1 month after having him. So I'm honestly really happy with where my body is right now. I am not upset that I am not as skinny as I was beforehand, because I never expected to go back to being as skinny as I was, and it's only been a month, so I know a lot more can change. Let's say in the next year, I know a lot more can change, but I'm not upset with my body. I'm very happy with it. I am so amazed by everything the female body can do. It's honestly like, it's so amazing. Humans are so cool. Really, like, we function so cool. I still, like, I'm in disbelief that I had a baby. I can't believe it. Looking at him, I'm like, wow. just wow, I can't believe it. But that is everything I wanted to talk about, and everything that has happened really this month. Everything that's changed. Yeah. This is when me and Oliver will say goodbye. Thank you for watching.